Shalom. Kola Hoya Yahaba Hashem Yahushua. Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostle else a great millstone. Enough respect to the brothers teach and preaching the truth all over the globe worldwide. Coming back at you again, with another lesson. I was watching one of brother's video this morning, and it is very, very ironic. You got these so-called Christians are sitting here, praying for this place to, Babylon the Great to, be restored back in its glory days. And for those who just waking up in the truth and those who understand the scriptures, we tell time and time again that this place Babylon the Great is finished. And we see the prophecies are speeding up, and we're seeing the plagues that are hidden here in Babylon the Great. And the Most High, according to the scriptures, he wants this place to be destroyed, because the Most High has already said in the scriptures that he has a kingdom prepared for Jake, for the Israelites, from the foundation of the world, man. Because from the foundation of the world, the Israelites is Yahweh's chosen people. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Because we had disobeyed his laws, statutes, and commandments. We find ourselves at the bottom, because the scripture tells us, if we disobey his law, statute, commandment, we're going to be under the curses. And we obey his law, statute, commandment, we're going to receive the blessings. And we are under the curses right now because we disobeyed and we broke the covenant. But now, now we're coming to a time period that the curses are falling upon our enemies. And we're going to start off with that, because it's time that our enemies receive the curses because of what they have done against the Most High chosen people, especially here in Babylon the Great. And this is Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 7. And it reads, "And the Lord our God will put all these curses upon thy enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee." And here in Babylon the Great, our people, the Israelites, which you consist of Black, Latinos, Native Americans, you have been constantly persecuted here in Babylon the Great. If you go in the Constitution, they label you as 3/5 of a human being. And in this place, it has to go. Because if this place doesn't go, then the kingdom of heaven cannot be established. And here it is that these people have you and have constantly kept you oppressed and constantly had you at a state of a peasant for 400 plus years. And these people, when they're talking about they want to make America great again, America was never great for our people, man. America is the most beautiful place, in the world, man. In the term America, as a brother, brothers concept, America means builder. And this is spiritually called Egypt, and Egypt is bondage, and Babylon means confusion. So we are in a builder, confused bondage in this captivity. Because our people is constantly getting shot down in the streets. Our people is constantly being attacked. If it's not a physical, if it's not physical, which it is physical, but it's also spiritual and mental. Our people constantly being oppressed on an everyday basis, and it's time for this place to go down, man. And the Most High, He's putting these curses upon our enemies, which hate us and which persecute us. Who was our enemies? Read Deuteronomy, not Salaki. We're gonna get that, man. And this is Psalms 83. Cause Israelites, we have enemies, man. We have enemies. And who are our enemies? The other nations that hate us, man. This is Psalms 83rd chapter, and starting at the top, starting at the first verse, a psalm of Asaph. Keep not thy silence, O God. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hated thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and have consulted against thy hidden ones. Who done that? You know what I'm saying? You got the European Union. Who sits at top of that? It's America, Babylon the Great. Led by Esau Edom. You know what I'm saying? And the other 17 nations are our enemies, man. Because these nations, they said in crafty counsel on how they're going to take down the Israelites, man. How they're going to keep us in a low and in a base state, because these people hate us, especially here in Babylon the Great. You know what I'm saying? Where they constantly keep us oppressed and keep us at the bottom. And as I was watching the brother video, you know what I'm saying, you had these, Esau Edom, so-called white man, was on his knees crying out to his false god. You know what I'm saying? Crying out to their enchantments. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to make America be great again. But guess what? This place is not going to be great, because the Most High is going to destroy this place, man. And He's going to destroy these nations that come up against His chosen people. You know what I'm saying? And this is what they say in verse 4. Now, Psalms 83 and 4. They have said, come, and let us cut them off of being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. And you know what I'm saying? They want to cut off the name of Israel, and especially here in Babylon the Great, they constantly make movies, and you got the elite bankers constantly speeding. They spend billions and billions of dollars. They're trying to keep us from knowing our heritage. But it's about spirit, how about Shem Al-Shah, that our people are waking up, man. The elect is waking up. And by the elect waking up, these curses are suddenly falling upon our enemies. Yeah, we're still under the curses. You know what I'm saying? Until Yahushua returns back and got up the elect of Israel. But we seeing the fall of Babylon the Great is right before your very eyes. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why they pushing this vaccination. And that's the reason why they pushing the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip. You know what I'm saying? Because Esau is getting desperate, man. And he's standing with all his enchantments. He's coming with everything he's got. Because he sees that his kingdom is falling. And he sees that his kingdom is at an end, man. You know what I'm saying? And these other nations, they see that this place is falling and it's coming to an end. And these other nations, they don't have a prayer either. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why you see in these other nations, they think that because America, Babylon the Great is falling, they think China is going to be the next superpower. But what's going to be the next superpower is going to be the Israelites. Start with Yahweh Shem Al-Shah, along with King David. And then you got the 12 apostles, then you got the 144,000. The government bodies, and then the 1/3. You know what I'm saying? And then the 2/3 is going to come back, through the loins of the 1/3. What all this has to do with Babylon the Great? Because these things is going to be established in the kingdom when Babylon the Great falls, man. And these other nations, they hate the Bible, they hate the scriptures, because they know deep down within themselves, the scriptures are accurate, man. And these nations have benefited off our downfall. You know, especially here in Babylon the Great. You know, they benefited, they benefited off our ignorance. You know what I'm saying? They got wealthy off our ignorance. You know what I'm saying? They killed our people in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Then they turn around and they said they don't find themselves guilty. And we're going to get that in Zechariah 11:5. Because these people in Babylon the Great, they done a lot of wickedness. And then they turn around and they said they're not guilty. You know what I'm saying? This is Zechariah 11:5. And it reads, who possesses slave and who possesses us, Esau, even so-called white man, and hold themselves not guilty. And they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them now. Who's them shepherds? Them fake pastors, man, in the Christian church. You know what I'm saying? Who got paid the 501c3. They got paid off to constantly teach our people lies and constantly, want our people to be in bondage. And that's the reason why you got a lot of these televangelists, these pastors, they crying out to their false God and thinking that their false God is going to save them, man. But it's not. But their false God is not going to save them. Let me get another scripture. This is like this is Isaiah chapter 47. And verse, we'll start at, man, it's very meaty. It's lucky for that. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get to the point. We're gonna go ahead and start. We're gonna start at 11. We're gonna just get straight to the point. The point is in 12, and it reads, "Therefore shall evil come upon thee; thou shalt not know for whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee; thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know." And these people, they don't understand. They don't understand why these things are happening. But they seeing that their kingdom is coming to an end, and they don't understand why these things happening. But we know why it's happening, because Yahweh Shema Shah basically said in the scripture in Jeremiah 51st chapter that Babylon is a golden cup in Yahweh's hand, man. And you can get that also in I believe it's Revelation. Let me see. I will say the 14th chapter. You brothers could correct me on that. But Babylon the Great has been a golden cup in Yahweh's hand, man. You know what I'm saying? I believe 17th or 18th chapter. You brothers could correct me on that. Saying that Babylon the Great has been a golden cup. And it's gonna be poured out without wrath. Poured out with the wrath of Yahweh in the midst of his indignation. You know what I'm saying? And this place is being judged by Yahweh Shem Shah. You know what I'm saying? Because of the wickedness that this place has done, throughout the whole world, man. Babylon the Great is where all the, where the evil is coming from, man. You know what I'm saying? Because the nations wants to be like Babylon the Great. And that's the reason why the Most High is going to make an example out of this place. We're going to read Isaiah 47:11 again. It said, "Therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know for whence it rises, and mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off." You're not going to be able to put off this judgment here in Babylon the Great. It don't care how many enchantments that you pray, because Yahweh Shem Shai has already determined that this place is going to go down. And it's going to go down swiftly and speedily. You know what I'm saying? This is one destruction this is one war that America, Babylon the Great is going to lose, man. They're going to lose by Yahweh Shem Shai, man. You know what I'm saying? And he's going to use these other nations to do it, to take down this place, man. You know, and it reads, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. Stand now with thy enchantments, and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be thou shalt, thou shalt be able to profit. If so be thou mayest prevail. And the Most High is telling you, okay, stand with your enchantments. See what your enchantments gonna do. See if your enchantments is going to deliver you out of the pain and destruction that's coming here to Babylon the Great. And we all know that these Edomites and these Christians, praying to white man Jesus, praying to God, which they believe God's a so-called white man, and they thinking that they're going to be delivered out of these things, man. And they're not going to be delivered out of this pain and destruction. You know what I'm saying? The destruction of Babylon the Great is all throughout the Bible, man. You can read in Psalm 4, especially in this chapter, Psalm 47 chapter, first through the third verse. First verse said, to sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon, which is talking about America, man. This place is going to be done with thermonuclear missiles, with them ICBMs. And no type of enchantments, no type of astrologers and anything not going to save America, Babylon the Great. And this is Isaiah 47:12, and it reads, stand out with thy enchantments, and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail. Verse 13, thou art weary in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee. And the Most High said, let all these astrologies and all these things that you people trust in, let them come and try to deliver you from this pain and destruction that's been said throughout the scriptures. And we know that it's not. And America, Babylon the Great is not going to be saved. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to be saved. And these Christians calling on white man Jesus, thinking that they're going to be delivered, and think that America, Babylon the Great is going to come back into power, going to be back in the form of glory. But these people are sadly mistaken, man, because Yahweh Shem Shai is going to strategically take this place down, man. He's going to take it down, and there's nothing that you people can do about it, man. And we're going to get this last scripture, and this is the same chapter. We're going to start at the top, and it reads, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt be called no more tender and delicate. And that shows that Babylon the Great is finished, man. And when the thermonuclear missile hit this place is going to turn. This place is going to be a desert once the thermonuclear missiles hit. And thus said Yahweh Shem Shai. And with that, I want to give all praise, glory, honor due unto Yahweh Shem Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, double honors to the apostle Elsa Great Millstone. Shalom.